Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thursday live show. I am here with Quincy behind the camera, Andy and Bo, and Dan, I believe, are up at the store. We have me unmuted, but we do not have me unmuted on the computer, which is now solved. Everyone else has gone home for the evening. Dan's $5 pre-show album is pinned at the top of the comments. So please do, once the show is no longer live, or in between while you were watching me, please do check out that album and make claims from there. I do have slabs, and I have several of them. I do have records, and we have prize books. So, without further ado, I do have a couple of announcements to make. We are doing an inventory blowout on the website. I have exceeded my limit of space in this office, and I'm growing at such a rate that I need to do an inventory blowout. So, by all means, please do check out that category section. It is now up in the menu area on the website, so whether you be on mobile or on the web browser, it should be at the very, very top. You can also check out the discounted section. I have dropped almost everything to either 40% or 50% that was on those discounted sections, so please do check those out. And please do come back daily, because I am going to try to add more and more product as time goes on for the next couple of months. So with that being said, though, that does lead into the factor that we do ask that once we send you an invoice, which we send them out Wednesday night, that you must please take care of that invoice within 48 to 72 hours. Even if you are store pickup, we do request that it still be taken care of. On a local store note, if you are in the DFW area, we have been doing some huge shifting and changes inside the store, so please do check that out. And if you are a full list customer with us, please, as a last minute reminder, as the holiday season is approaching and budgets get tight, if you for any reason cannot come in at least once every 30 days, please by all means reach out, contact us. That still does go with the invoicing as well. If anything should happen, loss of employment, get sick, what have you, please do reach out to us sooner rather than later, so that we are not having to contact you first, so we can go ahead and try to have a game plan in place. Hello, Sean. But with that being said, I am going to just go ahead and get started tonight. We are all rearing ready to go for that Loki episode tonight. So, with that being said, first up is going to be rounds of slabs. So, the first up, we have an Ultimate Fallout number 4. It is CGC 9.6. It is blue label, white pages, and is a first print for $650. That good? A little bit more? That way?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is an amazing Spider-Man 252. It is CGC CGC Blue Label 9.4, off-white to white pages. It is the newsstand edition for $250. I completely botched that order.
Just knocking the rust off, kid.
Andy did decide to take today off from the live show, but that is only because he has projects he needed to help Bo out with right before close. And Dan, because I do believe they are both still up there. Next up is Batman number 608. It is CGC 9.8. Blue label, white pages. It is a first print, and it is for $100. They are not bagged right now, but they will come to you bagged, whether that be for store pickup or shipped. We will put them in a bag for you. That also goes for the records as well. You will not see them because of glaring issues have bags on them, but we will make sure that they get bagged up before we send them to you. Next up is Avengers number 87. It is CGC at 9.4. Blue Label Off-White Pages for $475. And it is the origin of the Black Panther. Hello, Mark. Hope you're doing well. Next up is Wolverine number 145. It is CGC 9.6. It is Blue Label White Pages. It is the Nabisco variant cover for $2,000. 2,000 smackaroonies. Yeah, Sean, I'm really sorry. I meant to actually message you, but then I saw that you had already placed the order. So by the time I had remembered, you had already gotten them. So I was very, very happy for you, sir. Next up is Wolverine number 1. It is CGC 9.8. Blue Label White Pages. It is the IG Comic Store Virgin Edition for $65. And this is Wolverine number 1 from 2020. He's macaroni. I know, now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all night. Next up is Avengers number 56. It is CGC 9.8. Blue Label White Pages. It is the Christopher variant cover B, also known as the negative space variant, for $60. It is a really pretty cover. Actually, collecting more Marvel stuff, I do all the negatives. I can't afford it. Next up is Detective Comics number 1000. It is CGC Signature Series 9.4, Yellow Label White Pages. It is signed and remarked by Gabriel Del Otto for $750. It is the Bulletproof Comics Virgin variant. Say all of that 3 times extremely fast. Just realized what we didn't double check. Highness is fine, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I just realized we didn't double check that. A little bit too late now. Next up is X-Force Sex and Violence number 2. It is CGC Signature Series. It is 9.8 Yellow Label White Pages. It is signed by Gabriel Del Otto for $250. It is a second print.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. To my favorite thing.
Now, by saying that, doesn't that automatically imply? Damn it, Danny! Next up is Dark Knight 3. Yeah. Dark Knight 3, The Master Race number 1. It is CGC Signature Series 9.8. Yellow Label White Pages. It is signed by Del Otto. It is the Bulletproof Comics and Games Edition variant for $250.
This is a 3 or I.
I know, it's like I. Roman numeral 3. I should like that. I. Dark Knight. I. Oh, I. One more. Forgot. Hello, Lawrence. Sean, Ratio variant album, that would be the Price album that you're possibly talking about tomorrow. Last week we did have some issues with Marvel with their shipping. There's been a glitch in our system for our account for some reason, just like this week. And I did forget to mention that at the beginning of the show. Those of you who are wondering, we did make an announcement a little bit earlier this week saying that we would be getting our books in this week. Unfortunately, the person that I talked to when I did call Penguin told me the wrong information, and we will be making an official announcement tomorrow, provided that the shipping numbers that we do have actually still update and do not show an actual delivery time, but we will probably not be getting them until Monday. So, with that being said, please do keep an eye on our page. Me and Annie will come up with a game plan as to what we're going to do about that. We will probably be putting everything together on the Tuesday album since it's so close to it. But it does mean a little bit of procedure differences, so you might get things a little bit late. So please do keep an eye out. We will make announcements tomorrow when we are for sure getting the books, and then we will let y'all know next week of how we are going to handle things. Okay, last but not least for the round of slabs on this round is Dark Knights number 3, The Master Race number 3, in a CGC Signature Series 9.8, yellow label, white pages. It is signed by Gabriel Del Otto. It is the Bulletproof Del Otto variant for $275. But Sean, if you were talking about a ratio variant, that only went up last week because of the delay. Otherwise, Dan should be having the priced album up tomorrow around 3. I do believe is when he tries to get them up and ready to go, which should be an hour before I do the FOC talk and live drawing. Okay. Comics next? Or records next? Comics? Okay, let's just shift over to the comics. So, first up will be Sergeant Fury number 95. It is graded at a 7.5 for $10. And I am just completely destroying how I'm saying things today. We got Transformers number 7. It is graded at 9.0 for $12. I actually do have 2 of those. 2 people are interested. Next up is Supergirl number 1. It is graded at a 3.0 for $15. Should we get into the Loki predictions, or are we just gonna all keep it a secret until later tonight?
I don't know which way this thing is going.
Next up is Longshot number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 8.0, and is the first appearance of Spiral for $20.
I've been wrong all season.
Well, me and Daniel were talking about it the other day, and I said, you know, I don't really want to make a really big prediction on it because I feel like Miss Minutes completely let us down because she built up that Renslayer scene so much.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just me. I built it up because when she's like, it's gonna make you real mad because I know a big secret of yours. When she did all that, I was like, okay, it's gonna be something major. And then that was it. It was kind of like, I mean, it wasn't a major thing, but I was just like, I kind of felt let down. Next up is Transformers number 54. Is a newsstand edition, graded at 7.5 for $10.
Yeah,
I was just expecting more oomph in it.
Yeah, it was. It fell flat.
And this one, I'm really hoping that it's not going to fall flat.
Same.
Because I'm like, I'm going to be sad. Probably going to be sad no matter what, but... Next up is Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword at number 12. It is the Fury Red Foil variant, 1 of 899, graded at a 9.2 for $10. I got smart and left the note posted on the front, so I wouldn't miss it this time. Because Tiffy has a problem with turning things around. Next up is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 94. It is graded at a 5.0 for 10. And I do believe Andy is putting about 50. It might not be that many, maybe about 30, anywhere between 30 and 50 new posters into the store tonight. So if you are, like I said, in the DFW area, please do come out and check out the store. We are doing some things a little bit different. We have went through and added new 25% off as well as new 50% off. We are adding 25 and 50% off toys as well. So please, by all means, do come in and check it out. Next up is Thor, number 338. It is graded at an 8.0 for 10. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we will be adding a whole buttload of records into the store. Adam Fritz is claiming A3, which is Supergirl number 1, graded at 3.0 for 15. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Quincy appearance. Wait, can't. No, yeah, it would be an appearance, wouldn't it? Not a cameo. Next up is Batman number 619. It is the Villains Gatefold variant, graded at 9.2 for 12. Got Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 1. It is the Blue Galactus variant, graded at 8.0 for 20. Speaking of Secret Wars, hello, lady. Hope everything is going as well as can be. Got Transformers Universe number 4. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. Andy is back in the building. Got Fear number 11. It is graded at a 6.5 for 60. Got Elvira's House of Mystery number 11. It is graded at 5.0 for 30. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Sergeant Fury number 95, graded at 7.5 for 10. Got 2 copies of Transformers number 7, both graded at a 9.0, $12 each. And then we've got Longshot number 1, which is a newsstand edition, graded at 8.0 for 20. Got Transformers Universe number 2. It is graded at 8.5 for 10. We're going to do one more round of the A-frame, and then we will go on to some records. We'll probably be doing the next round of slabs, probably about 7:30, 7:45. Next up is Deadman and Challengers of the Unknown, number 74. It is Neil Adams, graded at a 5.0 for 15. It is Neil Adams' cover and story. We got Jungle Action number 21. It is graded at 7.0 for 45. We got Smurfs, number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 7.0 for 10. Now go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Transformers, number 54. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 7.5 for 10. We got Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword, number 12. Red Foil, graded at 9.2 for 10. Got Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 94, graded at 5.0 for 10. And we've got Thor, number 338, graded at 8.0 for 10. Got House of X, number 1. It is cover A, graded at 9.2 for 10. Why do I feel like there's hijinks afoot? Next up is Micronauts number 1. It is graded at 8.0 for 25. Oh, you sneaky. Next up is Punisher number 1. It is graded at 6.0 for 20. I half expected to see a huge spider coming around the corner or up and over the the frame. Next up is House of X number 1. It is the connecting cover, graded at 9.2 for 12. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the middle row. Or for the bottom row, sorry. Got Batman number 619. It is the villains variant, graded at 9.2 for 12. Got Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 1, graded at 8.0 for 20. Got Transformers Universe number 4, graded at 8.0 for 10. And we've got Fear number 11. It is graded at 6.5 for 60. Next up is Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. It is graded at 7.5. It is the early appearance of the black costume for 20. Got X-Men 2099 number 1. It is the gold foil variant, graded at 9.2 for 20. Got Disney's DuckTales number 1 from 1990. It is graded at 9.4 for 10. And we got DC Special number 27, graded at 9.0 for 15. Okay, we are going to move on to some records. And go ahead and do last call for the top row. Guy O'Vera's Hills of Mystery number 11 is graded at 5.0 for 30. Got Transformers Universe number 2, graded at 8.5 for 10. Got Deadman and Challengers of the Unknown number 74, graded at 5.0 for 15. And we've got Jungle Action number 21, graded at 7.0 for 45. Okay. First up is Pink Floyd Animals. It is the 1977 pressing. The sleeve is excellent. The vinyl is excellent, near mint. It does have its original inner sleeve, and it is for $45. Andy, you can only get 2 on a row, right? At a time? Okay. Sorry about that. I had to ask a question. Next up is Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. It is the 1985 pressing. We're from Specialty Press. The sleeve is graded as an excellent. The vinyl is graded as a near mint minus. And it does have its inner original sleeve for $10. Okay, gotta go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Smurfs number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at a 7.0 for 10. We've got House of X number 1. It is cover A, graded at a 9.2 for 10. We've got Micronauts number 1, graded at 8.0 for 25. And we've got Punisher number 1, graded at a 6.0 for 20. I realized I did not take the one off the cover cam. Next up is Devo. It is New Traditionalists. It is from the 1981 pressing from Specialty Press. The sleeve is near mint. The vinyl is excellent near mint. And it does have the original inner sleeve for 20. Next up is Pink Floyd's The Wall. It is the 1982 pressing with a re-release, or is a re-release, I should say. Sorry about that. Sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. Vinyl 1 is near mint minus. The vinyl number 2 is near mint minus, and it does have the original inner sleeves for 40. It is the gatefold on the inner part. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got House of X number 1. It is the connecting variant, graded at 9.2 for 12. We've got Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. It is graded at 7.5 for 20. And we got X-Men 2099 number 1. It is a gold foil variant, graded at 9.2 for 20. And Disney's DuckTales number 1. It is from 1990, graded at 9.4 for 10. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. I just now saw what Andy was talking about. We got Blues Brothers. A briefcase full of blues. It is from 1978. It is the Presswell pressing. Sleeve is graded as a VG. The vinyl is excellent near mint. It does have its original inner sleeves for 10. And he's looking at you like that because he thinks you're shady. Next up is Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. It is the 1975 release. The sleeve is graded as excellent. The vinyl is graded as excellent. It does have its original inner sleeve for 35. Like I did say earlier, these are not bagged right now due to glaring issues, but we will make sure anybody who does claim anything, it does come with a plastic bag. We will make sure that we bag them for you. Okay, we will go ahead and do final call for the top row. It is Pink Floyd's Animals. It is the 1977 release. It is, sleeve is graded as excellent. Vinyl is excellent near mint for 45. And Creepy Phil Collins, No Jacket Required from 1985. The Specialty Press sleeve is excellent. Vinyl is near mint minus for 10. Next up is, probably should have looked at these a little bit before. Peter Gabriel's So. It is the 1986 release. It is the RCA Club pressing. The sleeve is VG excellent. The vinyl is excellent near mint. It does have its original inner sleeve for $35. Next up is Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It is from 1973. The sleeve is excellent near mint. Vinyl 1 is graded as excellent. Vinyl 2 is graded as excellent near mint. It does have a generic inner sleeve for $15. We will make sure that everything does have an inner sleeve and bag. Okay, let's do last call for the middle row. We've got Devo's New Traditionalist from 1981, the specialty press. The sleeve is graded as near mint. Vinyl is excellent near mint for $20. And Pink Floyd's The Wall from 1982. It is a re-release. Sleeve is graded as a VG excellent. Vinyl number 1 is graded as near mint minus. Vinyl number 2 is graded as near mint minus for $40. And we've got Rod Stewart's Atlantic Crossing. It is from 1977. It is a reissue. The sleeve is graded as an excellent near mint. The vinyl is graded as an excellent near mint with a vintage generic sleeve for $10. Elton John, sir, is $15 for Yellow Brick Road. Let me know if I needed to revisit the grades, sir. I will read those back out for you. Next up is Sting's The Dream of the Blue Turtles from 1985. It's got a fold-out lyric sheet in here. It is also graded for a sleeve as excellent. The vinyl is excellent plus. It does have its original inner sleeve for $12. You better, sir. I honestly cannot say that. I do not have all of these. I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Blues Brothers, briefcase full of blues from 1978. It is the Presswell pressing. The sleeve is graded as a VG. The vinyl is graded as an excellent near mint for $10. And next one is Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here from 1975. The sleeve is graded as excellent. The vinyl is graded as excellent for $35. Next up is Prince's Sign of the Times from 1987. It is the RCA Club edition. Sleeve, or pressing, sorry. Sleeve, I do not see that. Let me slide back and forth. Oh, there it is. Michael is claiming Elton John's Yellow Brick Road for $15. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Andy. I did not see that claim. We got that for you. Okay, since I don't remember where I was at, Prince's Sign of the Times from 1987. It is the RCA Club pressing. The sleeve is graded as a VG. Vinyl number 1 is graded as a near mint minus. Vinyl number 2 is graded as a near mint for 40, and it does have its original inner sleeve. Okay, next up is Elton John's Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy from 1975. It does come with a poster. The sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. The vinyl is graded as a VG Excellent. It does have a generic inner sleeve for 10. Just gonna go ahead and finish out the vinyl. So, gonna do last call for the top row. We got Peter Gabriel's So from 1986. It is the RCA Club pressing. Sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. Vinyl is graded as Excellent near mint for 35. Next up is Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms from 1985. It is the RCA Club pressing. The sleeve is graded as an Excellent near mint. The vinyl is graded as a near mint. And it does have its original inner sleeve for 25. Okay, next up is Prince and the Revolution Parade. It is from 1986. It is the RCA Club pressing. The sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. The vinyl is graded as a near mint. It does have its original inner sleeve for 25. Prince and the Revolution Parade. Okay, we are going to do last call for the middle row. That is Rod Stewart's Atlantic Crossing from 1977. It is a reissue. The sleeve is graded as an Excellent near mint. The vinyl is graded as an Excellent near mint for 10. And we've got Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles from 1985 with a fold-out lyric sheet. The sleeve is graded as an Excellent. The vinyl is graded as an Excellent Plus for 12. And the last vinyl we've got, let me check something. Last vinyl we've got is Yes's 90125. It is from 1983. The sleeve is graded as a near mint minus. The vinyl is graded as an Excellent near mint. It does have its original inner sleeve for 10. Okay, we are going to move to the next round of slabs. So we're going to do last call for the top row. That is Ultimate Fallout number 4. It is CGC 9.6 Blue Label White Pages for 650. Got Amazing Spider-Man number 252. It is CGC 9.4 Blue Label Off-White to White Pages for 250. Got Batman number 608. It is CGC 9.8 Blue Label White Pages for 100. Got Avengers number 87. It is CGC 9.4 Blue Label Off-White Pages for 475. Got Wolverine number 145. It is CGC 9.6 Blue Label White Pages for 2,000. Got Wolverine number 1 from 2020. It is CGC 9.8 Blue Label White Pages for 65. We've got Avengers number 56. It is CGC 9.8, blue label, white pages for 60. Got Detective Comics number 1000. It is CGC Signature Series 9.4, yellow label, white pages, signed and remarked for 750. Got X-Force Sex and Violence number 2. It is CGC Signature Series 9.8. Yellow label, white pages, signed for 250. Got Dark Knights 3, The Master Race number 1. It is CGC Signature Series 9.8, yellow label, white pages, signed variant for 250. And last but not least is Dark Knight 3, The Master Race number 3, CGC Signature Series 9.8, yellow label, white pages, signed for 275. Okay, let me refresh this so I'm not missing any of the comments. Hello, Robert. Just in time for the bake slams. Okay, next up is Action Comics number 182. It is CGC 7.0, blue label, cream to off-white pages for 1,000. Got Batman number 65. It is CGC 4.0. Blue label, cream to off-white pages. It has the Catwoman appearance for 1,750. Next up is Batman number 77. It is CGC 5.0. Blue label, cream to off-white pages for 650. Got Batman number 81. It is CGC 6.0. It is blue label, cream to off-white pages. It has got a Two-Face appearance for 1,350. Got Detective Comics number 171. It is CGC 4.0. Blue label, off-white pages. It is featuring Penguin cover and story for 750. Next up is Detective Comics number 193. It is CGC 5.0. Blue label, cream to off-white pages, featuring Joker cover and story for 1,750. It's not that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Next up is Detective Comics number 203. It is CGC 4.5. It is blue label, cream to off-white pages with a Catwoman appearance for 2,250. Next up is Marvel Mystery Comics number 11. It is CGC conserved grade, which is 5.0. Conserved is blue label off-white pages for $3,750. Last but not least on the slabs is Superboy number 10. It is CGC 4.0 blue label off-white pages. It is the first appearance of Lana Lang for 1,000. Well, Andy, I can always take it back down and you can come back up here and do it. Okay, let me do last call for the top row when we get back to the comics. Got Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms from 1985. It is the RCA Club pressing, or it is, the sleeve is graded as an excellent near mint. The vinyl is graded as a near mint for $25. Got Prince and the Revolution Parade. It is from 1986. It is also the RCA Club pressing. It is, the sleeve is graded as a VG excellent. The vinyl is a near mint for $25. Okay, we've got Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 7. It is graded as a 6.0 and is the first full appearance of Julia Carpenter as Spider-Woman for $15. That setup is totally going to trigger my OCD, but it is the best way for y'all to still see them with me standing here. Next up is Punisher number 1 from 1987. It is graded as a 9.0 for $30. Got Thor number 337. It is a newsstand edition, graded at a 9.0, and is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill for $100. Got the Matrix one shot. It is graded as a 7.5 for $15. I do believe I have 2 of those in my collection. Next up is House of X number 1. It is graded as an 8.0 for $10. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the middle row, which is, yes, the 90125 from 1983. The sleeve is graded as a near mint minus. The vinyl is graded as an excellent near mint for $10. I probably completely botched the title. Sure, I'll hear about it soon. Matt is claiming the cover cam, which is House of X number 1. It is the still yours Cyclops cover, graded at 8.0 for $10. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Next up is Masters of the Universe Transformers number 1 from 1986. It is graded as a 6.0 for 10. Got Star Wars number 43 as a newsstand edition, graded at a 3.0. It is the first appearance of Lando for 12. Got Moon Knight number 3. It is graded at a 7.0 for 12. It is the first Midnight Man. Got Transformers, the movie, number 3. It is graded at 7.5 for 10. Eric McAfee is claiming A3. Ooh, it's got Thor, number 337. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 9.0 for 100. Thank you, sir. You guys that for you? Okay, next up is Wolverine number 88. It is the deluxe. No. That just confused me. Got Wolverine number 88. It is the deluxe, graded at 7.0. It is the first Deadpool versus Wolverine for 60. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Prince. Sign of the Times from 1987 is the RCA Club Edition. Pressing, it is the sleeve is graded as a VG. The vinyl number 1 is graded as a near mint minus. Vinyl number 2 is graded as a near mint for 40. Hello, Mom. And Barrett. Doug, I see your claim. If you give me just one moment, sir, I'll get that for you shortly. We've got Elton John's Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy from 1975 with poster. The sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. The vinyl is graded as a VG Excellent for 10. Doug is wanting to claim B1, which is Masters of the Universe number 1 from 1986, graded as a 6.0 for 10. Thank you, sir. You got that for you? Okay, next up is House of X number 1. It is the Scotty Young variant, graded at a 9.2 for 10. Got OMAC number 1. It is graded at a 9.0 for 55. Got Transformers number 56. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 8.0 for 10. Got Ghost Rider number 28. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 9.4. It is steel sealed with 2 small pieces of tape on the bag, and is also the first appearance of Midnight Suns for 18. Matt is claiming C2, which is House of X number 1, the Scotty Young variant, graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. Got that for you? Next up is ROM number 1. It is graded at 8.5 for 40. Whoop. Let me first do last call for the top row. We've got Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 7, graded at 8.0 for 15. Got Punisher number 1 from 1987, graded at 9.0 for 30. And we've got the Matrix one shot, graded at 7.5 for 15. And now I'll put that up there. Okay, next up is Transformers number 54. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. Got X-Men Adventures number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 8.0. And is the first appearance of Morph for 12. Got Detective Comics Annual number 2. It is graded at 8.0 for 12. And I go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Star Wars number 43 is a newsstand edition, graded at 3.0 for 12. We've got Moon Knight number 3, graded at 7.0 for 12. And we've got Transformers the movie number 3, graded at 7.5 for 10. Got House of X number 1. It is the second print, graded at 9.4 for 10. We've got the all-new, all-different X-Men number 101. It is a one-shot reprint, graded at 9.4 for 20. It is the toy reprint, still sealed. Got X-Force number 1. It is still sealed with a Deadpool card, graded at 9.4 for 10. Deadpool. Got Marvel Boy number 1. It is cover A and is the first appearance of Novar, graded at 9.4 for 12. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Wolverine number 88, graded at a 7.0 for 60. We've got OMAC number 1, graded at 9.0 for 55. And we've got Transformers number 56, newsstand, graded at 8.0 for 10. Got G.I. Joe and the Transformers number 2, graded at 9.0 for 10. Got Darkhawk number 1. It is graded at 8.0 and is the first full appearance of Darkhawk for 15. And with that turn of the clock, Loki just dropped. Next up is Thor number 5 from 2007. It is a Campbell cover, graded at 9.2, and is the first appearance of female Loki for 10. Which is great timing for the variant going up. Yes, you do, Barrett. Yes, you do, sir. It has been nothing but fantastic. And how you have been avoiding spoilers, if you have been, I will never know. Got the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 189. It is the first print with poster, graded at 9.4 for 10. It has been extremely hard for me not to look at spoilers. I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Ghost Rider number 28. It is Steel Seal Newsstand Edition, graded at 9.4 for 18. Got ROM number 1, graded at 8.5 for 40. Got Transformers number 54, graded at 8.0 for 10. And X-Men Adventures number 1 Newsstand, graded at 8.0 for 12. Ryan is wanting to claim C2, which is G.I. Joe and the Transformers number 2, graded at 9.0 for 10. Thank you, sir. Hello, Barrett. And like Andy was saying, as soon as I get done with the show, we are all going to sit down and watch it. So as soon as I finish this A-frame one more round, we are going to go ahead and call it a night. So next up is Uncanny X-Men number 4. It is graded at 9.4 for 12. Got Spider-Woman number 1. It is graded at 9.2 for 50. Got Three-Dimensional Seduction of the Innocent one-shot by David Stevens. It is graded at 8.0, but unfortunately it has no glasses for 18. I'm not for sure. Not for sure, Barrett. I don't believe I remember seeing it, but that could not have also come up just yet. Let me see. Next up first is Batman number 619. It is the Heroes Gatefold variant, graded at 9.0 for 10. And I go ahead and do last call for the middle row. Got Detective Comics Annual number 2, graded at 8.0 for 12. Got House of X number 1, second print, graded at 9.4 for 10. Got X-Men number 101, one-shot reprint, graded at 9.4 for 20. And we've got X-Force number 1, Steel Seal, graded at 9.4 for 10. It's the one I'm thinking of there. I could probably dig it out real quick. Or Quincy can come help me verify that this is the one I'm thinking it is. Next up is Uncanny X-Men number 1 from 2013. It is graded at 9.2 for 10. Next up is Transformers number 22. It is graded at 9.0 for 12. I do believe I got the thumbs up for that one, sir. Got Graphic Music number 1. It is graded at 9.2 and is the first appearance of Madman for 30. Barrett is claiming the Transformers number 22, graded at 9.0 for 12. Thank you, sir. Doug, if you were trying to claim the 22, I do believe that Barrett beat you to it, sir. I might have another one floating around. Let me check this box real quick. Yeah, because I'm about to be done. Doug, I might have another one. If we will private message you after the show because I do not have it in the stack in front of me, and I do believe it is actually Quincy. Can you look in that stack right there for me?
What?
For the 22 to see if we have another one. Doug, I'm actually having Quincy double check it for me now, sir. If you'll just hold on just a moment. Next up, though, is Moon Knight number 1. It is graded at a 9.2 for 30. I think I see another one. Make a post-it note for it. That was another version of a spider, Andy. A big one. Okay, this one's a little bit of a different grade. I will throw it up on the cover cam now. It is Transformers number 22. This one is graded at a 6.5, newsstand edition for 10. Doug, make sure that that's the one that you want, sir, because it is a little bit of a lower grade, or a bit of a lower grade. Yes, the second, third, and fourth appearance of Quincy. Where am I at? Am I on the last bottom row? Yeah. Quincy. On the bottom row, right? Gonna do last call for the bottom row. We've got Marvel Boy number 1, cover 8, rated at 9.4 for 12. Got Dark Hawk number 1, it is graded at 8.0 for 15. And we've got Thor number 5 from 2007, Campbell variant, graded at 9.2 for 10. Doug is claiming the other copy of Transformers number 22, newsstand, graded at 6.5 for 10. Thank you, sir. Got Voltron number 2. It is a newsstand edition. Rated at a 9.0 for 15. Got G.I. Joe and the Transformers number 3. It is a newsstand edition. Graded at 9.0 for 10. Got Spider-Man 2099 number 1. It is a red foil, graded at 7.0 for 10. Got Transformers number 53. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 7.0 for 10. I do have 2 copies of it. It is The Simpsons number 1 with poster, graded at 9.4 for 50. I do have 2 copies, and they are both 9.4s and both 50. Okay, guys, with that being said, we are going to end it there. Like I did say, me, Quincy, and Annie are all about to watch the last episode of Loki for this season. Anybody else who is watching, I hope that this is a good finale to the season. With that being said, though, please do check out the website. Like it did say, we are doing the inventory reduction on the website. We do have some deep discounts and new rolling of the discounts, so please do check that out. If you have missed FOC, please do check out this week's pull list for the 15th. Anything and everything that is still available for grabs will be there. We will let y'all know with an update officially tomorrow on whether or not we are going to get those Marvel books this week, but it is looking more and more likely like it will be Monday before we receive them. What else? FOC will go up at around noon tomorrow, and then I will be live again at 4 with the live drawing and FOC talk. So please do come join us back in then. Otherwise, have a good night. Stay safe. Treat each other how you wish to be treated, and when we get through this insane world together, I will see y'all tomorrow.